what I'd like to do here is because I'm going to move forward a couple days. I want everybody to kind of think for a second, and if anybody can jump right in, that'd be awesome. To let me know what you guys have been doing. Oh, and sorry, before that, preface. Anybody that wants to recap what happened last time can have a coveted XP point because you don't get them very much in this game. Anybody on that for tonight? If not, we're not having one because I'm not doing it.
We did stuff and
no, that's not working. Yeah, that's not working.
I remember we went up and we investigated the rooftop, and Tacky found a book that had a bunch of Nosferatu secrets in it, and he scratched down a bunch of gibberish out of it and was like, "Here's what I found out."
And he
was
kept
probably
the
some
book.
guy that we have to go track down at some other casino or something of that sort.
Well, that's what he gathered really quickly. So today we're going to expand upon that. But so yes, that is one of the big things that happened last week. And then there was just a lot of jabbering. Pretty much.
A lot of jibber jabber.
A lot of jibber jab. So I am okay with giving everybody. You're going to get an Oprah moment and have everybody gets an XP because I love you guys.
You get an XP and you get an XP and you get an XP. You all get XP.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Jason doesn't get one because he's not here.
Yep.
I'm taking his XP.
Oh.
Good old GM XP. I've never had that before. Is there such thing?
No, but I think
there we go. I was muted.
So, yes. This is where we're going to start this evening then. I would like to know kind of we moved forward 2 days. What has your person been doing for 2 days? I know one conversation if you guys want to shed a little light on that. Between the new besties.
Who are the new besties?
Who are the new besties?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you don't think Jason and Hawk are something.
The new besties. Anybody want to talk about that, or are we not talking about these things?
Oh, no, that's nobody else's business.
Okie dokie. But, yeah, the new besties. That's all I'm saying on that. And that's the only thing that I had for the last 2 weeks. You guys been so much the week before that we can't do, and then no, we did nothing.
We were commenting on that earlier.
Yes, that's kind of funny. So, but yes. So, what has Jason been up to for the last day and a half? I know he did part of his day.
Jason's been out of town. Jason probably just got back.
Oh yes, I forgot about that other part about that. Yeah. So this is Wednesday.
Yes. So I'm probably just getting back into town this evening.
Lovely. Yeah, you and Riley. Riley has blonde hair again.
Okay. I'm like, that was short-lived.
Yeah, the company told her that they needed that. So, all right, yeah. Do we want to expand on that? We did let one person into our nerdiness.
No, it's not needed.
Okay. These are not things we're talking about then. These are the non-things. Thank you. You're helping us out so much, Andrew. Fuck you then. How about Simon Shmaganaganaga?
So I think I would have been largely like just focusing on trying to feed and trying to not worry about what's to come. I think also I probably would have been trying to sort of hack into our version of Alexa or use our version of Alexa.
It's called Max for the
Max, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to see like what is going on, because I definitely want.
What are you looking for?
Well, like to see if we can get any more information on, you know, like security cameras, anything that we could find that might help us. And forgive me, what was the clue that we got last time? That you said that there was a couple of.
Well,
We had like a lead or something.
Last episode for like the sticking things were a whole bunch of tacky. So there's the thing with the girl that he's clearly there
Right.
following, and then the thing that you know right now basically is that there's a man named Zeke at somewhere in Las Vegas in one of the hotels. It's actually the Mandalay Bay.
Zeke.
But and he likes the daylight room. You'd probably be able to find him there, so it makes him feel like you can go outside then.
Okay. And was the Mandalay Bay one of our casinos?
Why, I don't believe it is. It's MGM Grand,
Bellagio,
and I don't think it's the Bay. I can look real quick.
I don't think it is.
I can look.
Okay. So I think that probably what we're gonna, I would kind of be looking at seeing if I can get any information on him throughout the system, right? Like seeing if I can find any kind of like information about this guy, if he's got special tastes, if he's got any kind of like something to find an in to make him
tacky.
No, not tacky. This guy that is at the Mandalay Bay.
You get near nothing.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a front name.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you look under that name, you get nothing.
Shit. All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's
yeah.
It's yeah, and it looks cheesily, like maybe even on purpose, like a front name.
Right. I got you. Yeah, like this is definitely what I would have been spending my time trying to do. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. What about Mr. Hawk? Like I said, he's only got a day and a half because I know he did half of it.
Probably the past day and a half spent like pretty much scouting the casino, like see what areas he can go into, looking around to see if he can tell who's a vampire, who's a human, and just like, you know, just exploring the area around, see what, you know, because he knows he can't loot the casino yet. So.
Yeah, you what you really find is that everything that Hawk has ever thought that he ever needed in his life is there in that casino. Like the things that you ever came to the city for are all there. There's a grocery store. There's all the gaming you'd like to do if you guys wanted to have a night in town. There's women, food, easy, hand over fist, easy food. How is he doing with with his little problem?
Well,
he must have fed.
He did feed on somebody who he thought he almost killed. He didn't, but
I
think he has some pets since then, though.
So he's getting better.
But yeah,
almost killing people is better than doing it.
But pretty much he's just waiting to see like what's going on with this whole mystery. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, are we gonna go look for this guy, or he pretty much doesn't like being stuck in this place.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, and then I guess we'll just go last, but certainly not least with I guess Shay is her name today. That's what it still says here. You can change that.
Yeah.
And
I'd change it back.
why don't we just go right into what I wanted to do now? Because unless you have something that did you have something that Kiara wanted? So you get a day. You get Monday.
And you
to do what you want.
You said that.
Oh, and Riley is
only Monday.
Leaving town.
I thought you said it's Wednesday.
Yep. Oh wait, no. We're gonna have to do that when she. Yeah, and Riley's leaving town, so you don't even have Riley around for the next 2 days. So, well, yeah, what does Kiara do? That's a wonderful answer.
So, I figure she spends those, a couple days just trying to figure this out for herself with little to no guidance. And I think what she ends up resorting to is letting some of, kind of getting a little closer to some of the coworkers that have been hitting on her since she moved here.
Yeah.
And using them as her.
Does Don get a try? Did you taste?
I'm sorry.
Don? Hey, did you eat Don? Your buddy. It's like your best friend.
I think Don became a menu item, yes, and and then probably someone else on the staff. Maybe somebody who's not in that restaurant. Maybe somebody from one of the others, but someone else on staff who's been hitting on her. Maybe a waiter or somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think seeing that both Jason and Riley have not been around, which is probably a little frustrating to her at this point.
Yeah, because you've been a vampire for all 5 days.
Yeah, so I think she's thinking about,
Not even 3 days, actually, right? No,
yeah,
3 or 4.
You never said what day of the week the first session was.
It was Saturday. So then we had Sunday.
So it's like
we did all the other stuff, and then the last.
It's like 4 days.
Yeah, so 4 days.
So I think she's thinking about what Simon said to her when she last saw him, and she's been kind of keeping an eye out for him keeping in mind that, like, if she has any questions, maybe she can ask him.
Yeah, you would. You would look on your phone, and it says new contact. It says Simon Shimada. So you have his contact information. That's the first time you've seen your phone do something like that.
Okay.
You also do remember that Riley was alone with your phone for probably about 12 hours.
And as I scroll through my contacts, who else is in there?
Yeah, Jason Phoenix is in there. There's a phone number for Hawk Rodriguez, but in parentheses after it says burner phone. And that's all you have a phone number for Riley as well.
Okay. Cool. So.
What day is this right now in game for her, Corey?
Tuesday.
Like Tuesday, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're still doing our thing in
We're probably coming back that night.
Yeah, we were.
Okay. And is that common knowledge, or?
Riley would certainly have been. You would have seen a lot of things that all. No, you got one text message from Riley, and it was Tuesday morning. It said I'll see you tonight. That's all it said.
Cool. Well, that probably she's probably fine then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be back in my office Tuesday night.
Cool.
Yeah, but late Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Like probably like 4 in the morning. Yeah, so I think that sounds good. So on the eve of Wednesday is where we'll move to. And you wake up to a message on your phone. There you are. And it's from
Okay.
Riley. Now,
Okay.
it says, get yourself together and meet me up at the suite.
I
And
text
it's,
her back like
it was sent like an hour ago.
an hour ago. Okay. Meet
Yeah.
her when?
Now the thing that you may have noticed about their suite is that it's certainly blacked out. So I mean, she could be up a little earlier than you, being on a floor
Okay.
where there would be.
And has my suite been finally fixed?
No, and all that temporary stuff, they was taken, was taken down. It was garbage bags. You know what I mean? Like for the first night when
So they
Riley had
took it down, but they didn't.
They didn't put the new stuff up yet.
So how am I living through the night or through the morning, the day, whatever?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're just not completely blacked out. You have it so that you have really good blinds, so on and so forth. You'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Okay.
As long as there's not a storm or something like that. You know what I mean? And they do all the windows out. So they.
So I send her a return text like, "How together?"
Well, we're going to be seeing the big girl. Ooh, that sounds dumb. ...
Yeah. So formal dress, casual dress, business. What do you? Question.
You're going to see your boss there, silly. ...
And I text back. I thought my boss was Jason. ... Question mark.
You don't get any answer.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, you don't get any answer back at all.
So she's like, "You're not being helpful." Text back, "Not helpful." Fine. And so she settles on just like typical work clothes, like what she'd wear into work.
Yes.
Because she doesn't know like.
Yes. Yeah. No.
How
You're fine. Yeah.
And
how long do you take?
Kara's really quick, so 15, 20 minutes.
After 15 minutes, you get a text back from Riley saying, "Where are you?"
You said to get myself together.
And then that's you don't get another text message after that. So you go into the elevator, and you know which elevator to go in. There's only one that goes up to the floors that you need to go to, you step inside the elevator. You go to push the button, it starts going up already.
Okay.
Is this? No, you've been up and down this elevator.
Yes.
Okay. There's buttons on it.
Couple times already.
Yeah. But
so far there's always had to be somebody with a key.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Eyes in the sky is always watching.
So I like adopt a very bored expression and just kind of chill against the back wall of the elevator. Like.
Okay. So.
Kind of,
The elevator goes all the way to the second to top floor of the Bellagio Hotel, and stops there and dings and opens up right to the residence. You've been in this place a few times now. And when the door opens, standing right at the door is Riley Ruin. Like, you would have thought it would have rubbed her nose if she was any closer to where the door opened.
Where's the fire?
What?
Where's the fire? There must be an emergency. You're in such a hurry. What's going on? What's with the...
And she's Are you trying to walk out of the elevator, or are you standing? Are you still backing up to the back?
Standing there.
Yeah.
Just standing there.
She walks
waiting.
into the elevator, takes out her key, and puts it into the thing, turns it, and the elevator goes up. So, we're gonna go and talk to. Yes, Jason is the Baron of Las Vegas. How cool is that? He's like the sheriff, whatever you want to call him. He likes the word Baron, but she's one of 50 people in the United States that is the princess of Nevada. You know what I mean? So, like, yes, Jason's very cool, very powerful. He's our boss. But everybody has a boss, and this is his boss.
So he answers to her, you're saying?
I don't know if Jason Phoenix answers to anybody, but yes, in the way the Camarilla works, she is his immediate supervisor.
I want to speak to your supervisor.
So what is? So what are we seeing her? Why are we seeing her tonight? What's going on this?
I don't ask questions about why the Princess of Nevada for the Camarilla wants to have me come to her office. I'm sorry that this is a very different lifestyle that you have gotten involved with here, Kiara.
May I remind you, through no choice of my own.
I understand that. But do you know who did make that choice?
So they just
made that choice, right?
You people all just keep everybody playing
Kiara,
guessing games all the time.
You're not listening.
Is that like typical?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was meaning to talk over you. That just let you know.
So is she.
Yeah. The thing is this. The person that said that you could be what you are today is the same person you're going to be talking to, ding, right now.
Okay, but like, okay. So is it always going to be? I'm just asking you, Riley. I'm not like trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to get an idea of what is expected from me going forward. And like, you haven't been very forthcoming with information. So are you telling me that every day somebody's going to be texting me and just saying, get up here? Is that what I can look forward to every day?
Riley's already walked like a third of the way down the fairly large foyer of this place. Again, all black. The only thing that is at all colored in this whole room are the computer screens and such. She turns around and says to you, Kiara, I don't know what your next 5 minutes is going to be like after going in to see accused. Okay? As quickly as this gift you were given was given to you, it can be taken away much sooner. So my suggestion is that when the Princess of Nevada has invited you to a meeting and you're 4 days old, you say okay, because you're probably going to have a lot of questions answered in the next couple of minutes. And she kind of in a huff.
Okay, well,
and she she in a huff turns around and walks to the detector thing that's over there and goes over there. And are you still in the elevator? I don't know if you followed her up.
She'll follow her. She's kind of rolling her eyes like, oh my gosh, this woman and her flair for drama. Like, why can't she just ever answer a simple question? She's like, so just like.
Yeah. So
fed up with
So
all the posturing at this
Yara
point.
has
Like,
been up here, right?
yeah,
Okay. So again, so now when
twice,
you open up
every
the
session.
door,
We've been up here every session now.
okay. So when we open the door, it's all really white, like stupid, crazy white. And then you walk down the hallway. You see Jason's office. Is he in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the door open?
Kiara puts on sunglasses.
Yeah, door's probably open.
It is.
Yeah.
As Riley walks by, she gives you a peace sign, and then with her left hand as she's going by, and then as she walks through with her right hand, gives you the finger.
He
And
just chuckles and shakes his head, goes back to his paperwork.
yeah, does Kiara say anything? It's your boss.
She just, I'm sorry, did I miss something? Did he say something to me?
Nope.
I just smile.
That's it.
I just smile at him and say welcome. Well, and maybe I do say something. I say welcome back.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Riley goes up to the facial scanner. Stands and looks at it. It says Riley Ruin. The door clicks and opens. Riley gestures for you to do the same. Does the same, clicks. And you go inside the office. As been stated, it's very nicely appointed in brown woods. Looks very classic. And in there we have the usual suspects. There is Victoria, who is sitting at her desk, and doing whatever the secretary to the princess does. And we also have Accused sitting in her rather large black leather chair and typing feverishly on her keyboard as you walk in. All right, so good luck, Riley says to you, and gives your hand a little squeeze. And yeah. So Riley goes up and sits down in one of the big chairs and kind of plops in there, slams her arms down a little bit. Accused is still feverishly typing. You going to sit down, I'm assuming?
I'm only going to sit down if everyone is sitting.
Yes. Accused, again, is typing feverishly on her keyboard. And Riley has already plopped into one of the chairs next to you. She sat into the one to the right, so you only have to step into one chair.
So
they're very well appointed and very comfortable.
All right. I thought you said everybody was here, so
nope, it's just those two.
Looking around at what everybody else was doing. So then, I'm sorry, I guess I'm just following well. So yeah, I mean, she'll sit down. She'll sit as far away from Riley as possible at this point.
Well, hey, the nice part about that is that's about 2.5 feet. So
figures.
Yeah, good luck with that. After about, how long do you think Kiara would think is uncomfortable that you've sat in front of somebody and they haven't spoke to you?
5 minutes.
It's been at least that long, and the Accused has not said a word to you, and Riley's just on her phone.
So, I take my cue from Riley after the way she talked to me on the way up here and decide that saying something's not a good idea, even though I'm really irritated that I'm being summoned as if it's really important and then ignored. I pull out my phone and start, looking at work emails or whatever on my phone.
Yep. Cool. Hughes hasn't even so much as like acknowledged that you two are there. We're going on 7 minutes now, and she stops typing, hits the enter key, like all like dramatic, and takes 2 of the smallest earbuds you've ever seen out of her ears, and sets them down on their little charging base, and then sits up and goes, it took Riley like 4 or 5 tries before she understood that. That's pretty fantastic there, Miss Kiara. And Riley looks up for her phone and goes, yeah. See? You thought I didn't teach anything. And she winks and then looks back at her phone again. And Accused looks at you and goes, so it's Kiara. I'm sorry.
Minati.
That's right. Hi, how are you? I know we've been in each other's presence and I've spoke to you, but I don't think I've really met you. She stands up and walks around the desk and goes to make pleasantries to you.
To make what?
You shake your hand or whatever.
Okay. So I'll shake her hand, and I'm kind of uncomfortable about that because after all this talk about how she's a princess, I don't know if that's really what I'm supposed to do, but that's what she's gesturing to do. I'll, take her leave. I'm.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm as fine as can be expected, I suppose.
That's good to hear.
How are you today?
She hasn't let go of your hand, and takes her second hand and just kind of cups it for a second, and then gets uncomfortably close to you, and you can tell that she inhales, but she doesn't have to because she's a vampire. And then she kind of sits back and sits on the front of the desk, kind of leans on it. She's a fairly tall woman. She's probably like 5'10", and has very long legs. And so I bet you're wondering why you're here.
Yes, frankly, I am.
It's one of the most exclusive offices in all of Las Vegas, there, my dear. You do know that, right? Right?
Sure.
Okay. You do know who I am, I'm assuming, right, Riley? You told her who I am. Yes. Yes, I did. There, princess. So, where are you from, Kiara?
Seattle.
Your whole life? Did you live there your whole life? Did you ever move from someplace else or ever lived in another state?
I traveled some, but no, I'm born and raised there.
All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Somebody knock on my door.
Yeah. Does that have leftover stack up? No, but I gave you a cigarette. Well, no, I gave you a cigarette. I don't want to hold one. I just want someone. I don't. I only have whole cigarettes. 4? No, whole cigarettes. I gave you a cigarette. Okay. I was saying I could save you like half of one.
Well, I burned half of this one.
Exactly.
I didn't realize that much of it.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, guys. What's the best place you ever traveled, Kiara?
Italy. That's my favorite.
It's lovely there. I've been there for some long stints a few times. Tuscany.
It is. It is lovely.
So you're a sommelier, right?
Yes.
And you
In
were
training.
sired by a sommelier.
Yeah.
I bet you're kind of angry with her right now, aren't you?
That's a nice way of putting it. Yes.
You know, it was really me that says who and who can't be a kindred, right, Kiara? At least in
Well,
this.
that's what I keep being told. Yes.
So really, it's kind of my fault. So there's really no reason to be angry at her because, in essence, it really was me.
It was me the whole time.
But the thing is,
Well,
if I wanted to sire you, it would not have worked out well with what you do. See, you're really good with talking the talkies, right? The mouth breathers that are downstairs, you enjoy them, don't you?
yes. I like, adding that special touch to their meal and making their
Can you still
evening
taste?
or their day a little special.
Can you still taste? Because I told her to do that for you.
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm going to be very honest. You have it pretty well together right now. I know it's been, what, 4 days?
4 days. Thank you.
You haven't said the thing that I'm expecting. And she kind of looks at you deeply.
Would that be the thing where I ask you why you wanted me to be a part of this?
The ones I get to meet ask that very thing every single time. So I'd like to lead with that, and then we don't have to do all that crap. So the reason that is the why you in this instance is that I need somebody that is near human to be able to relate to humans, because we can't even put out that the humans didn't do this. That's why, Kiara. And you're beautiful. And you have the gift for gab. You have a very strong job here in the casino. And you are going to be very useful on a lot of fronts that you don't even understand yet. Do you have awe? Can you do that? That's sort of the corridor that I've ever met,
Sure.
Ken.
Yes.
Yes. Well, what I would think is this. I've heard that Mr. Pataki has some information for us later this afternoon. And from there, we'll just see where the rest of the day goes. But that's the why. Do you have anything else for me? Because she's your buddy. And Riley looks up from her phone and looks back down at her phone. She's going to be a fun one to deal with, there, Kiara. But she just always know, with every good little puppy, it loves its owner, and you're kind of both. And she gets up from the desk and
Excuse me?
um.
You're saying I'm a puppy?
Well, you're 4 days old, but you're. It's okay. Again, do you have anything else that you need to ask me? I just wanted to meet you face to face. I have a little girl moment. I don't really know how to do that anymore because it's been too many years, but right?
No,
You can.
I
This
don't
is
think
your.
so right now.
Okay. Well, this is your ask me anything moment. Was it an AMA? Isn't that what they're called on Reddit or something like that?
I guess I just don't. Just not sure where I fit in, ma'am. But I guess I'll figure it out.
You probably will. Or you'll do something really stupid, be dead. The final death. And that's the thing. So things will be more evident. You'll enjoy Mr. Phoenix. Have a fine day. And Riley doesn't even get up and say
Thank
goodbye.
you. You too.
And kind of gives her the 3-finger, like thumb, first 2 fingers, the wave with her hand, and she walks out and walks right out the door. I don't know what to do from here because, again, we need to have a tacky.
Isn't
To really
that him?
go on to really
that's
go on
me.
to the next because he's the one that knows all the stuff about the book. So yeah, and he said here not too long ago that he couldn't do it. So I'm going to. It's really informational stuff. It's not like he would have had to have a lot of RP to it. I guess we do mission tonight, which is fine. It's another number, but that's all right. And we'll just go from here. I want Jason Phoenix to contact Hawk and let him know that he needs to come to the office and have this lovely awkward moment that's going to happen here. Go. You're muted.
What am I calling him to the office about?
That Tacky has information, and you're getting the whole team together.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'd like for you to do that to all of your people.
So yeah, I send out a mass text to everyone in the coterie saying, Tacky has uncovered some more information for us. I need everyone in my office immediately.
All right. You would get a text back from Simon saying, "You got it, boss," which is sort of uncharacteristic because he's generally more formal, but
Mm-hmm.
And like something's wrong with Simon.
Hawk is just gonna walk to the dreaded elevator.
and if it's all right, maybe like I would be there and I would see Hawk like at the elevator, and I would be like,
I like this. I like that you saw Hawk through the surveillance system that's still in Jason Phoenix's residence, because that's where he lives right now. And you would have access to that because you're like fucking second in command behind what's her face. In theory, for her regime. That you come down the escalator and the door opens and you're in the elevator.
Yep. There you go. And as that happens, I would kind of look at Hawk and I would say, Mr. Rodriguez, good evening. You're muted, I think.
Yeah, something's gone.
Hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Now he would look at you and he would be like, "And you are? I don't think I had the pleasure of meeting you."
We were all up on the roof before, I believe, right?
Yeah.
All together. Yeah. And I would look back and I would be like, that is okay, Mr. Rodriguez. You may not remember me, but I know you quite well. You, from what I've seen, you don't deal well with these elevators. Don't you worry. It will not malfunction on you tonight.
Hawk has fought and killed all sorts of things, but no foe has ever been so fearsome as the elevator.
Very true.
I'll have to fucking destroy this elevator.
And I would be like, so it seems that you don't have a very good relationship with Mr. Phoenix. Is that correct?
After you guys talk.
Let's just say me being here is just a really weird thing, period.
And I think what I would do is at this point I would like pull out my little like personal data device or whatever, and I would like type on it, and what I would try to do is like shut down the video and audio surveillance in the elevator specifically. I don't know if I can do that, if I need any kind of...
Yep, you need to do a thing. Which one's it going to be? We're going to do intelligence and science, technologize.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
No, we're going to do manipulation and technology.
No, this is not a manipulation.
No, it's not. You're right. That's why I thought the intelligence was right. I was right. Yay.
Okay. I mean, I would rather do manipulation.
No.
I'm good at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and I have well, do I still have 3 hunger? I don't know how that works. Is that clear between sessions?
You'd be at 1 now. So you have
okay, so 1 blood dice. Okay.
1 blood dice.
All right, and we add that to the pool, right? That's not just
that becomes part of the pool.
Okay, so if I have 3 intelligence and I have 3 technology, that's 6.
That you're going to have 5 regular dice and 1 blood die.
Okay. Oh shit! Rolled a 1 on the blood die again.
Wow.
I'm not using that white one anymore. But and ones don't cancel in this system, right?
No. But that's like
reroll.
Yeah, well, you're gonna find out about a thing here.
Well, I got 4 successes.
Well, no, you can reroll the blood die with this, so you can burn willpower for damage just like you can damage, physical damage.
Oh, I can spend a willpower
point.
Take
3 dice and re-roll them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So strike off 1 of your willpower, and that's something that comes back. And not all of it every day, but some of it comes back.
Sure. And are 6s considered success?
6 is a success.
Okay, so then with the re-roll, I got
the blood die.
Yeah.
10s are not bad, but they're not awesome. You know what I mean?
Right. So I re-rolled the blood die, and that turned into a 6. So I've got 5 successes, I believe.
Okay. So you re-rolled 3 of your dice?
No, I just re-rolled 1 dice.
You can re-roll up to 3.
All right. Well, I'll re-roll 2, and because all the others were successes, so I still have 5 successes.
Okay. So, yeah, you are able to do that.
Okay.
You see that when you put in the command on your device, that there's no more feed from here, and it gives like a static.
Okay.
Immediate. Wait, hold on 2 seconds.
Yep.
You get a notification, Jason, that the elevator's surveillance system is not working properly. Immediately.
Eva, what happened to the surveillance in the elevator?
And we're gonna go back to Simon now.
So I would kind of point to I would look at Hawk and I would point up to the camera that, you know, the little red dot or whatever is not turned on anymore. And I'd be like,
1 full minute before
sure.
this. I'm just let you know.
Yeah. So, and I'd be like, surveillance is off. You may talk freely. And then I would say to him, I also don't care too much for Jason Phoenix. If you had any issues with him that you would wish to discuss with me in a private setting, I would be more than willing to do so.
Well, this is a discussion that's going to take a lot longer than a minute, but if I can get my ass out of this hotel, that would be something nice for starters.
Yes, well, unfortunately, we all have duties that we must attend to, but afterwards, I suspect we will have time. Let us meet up outside of this casino.
Sounds good.
All right, and then at that point, I think I would just let the moment kind of pass.
All right. Yeah, I would say that was quick enough that I'll let you have it.
Cool.
As soon as you're done, it goes off. Back up in your office, you got immediately back from Eva. Seems as if the camera system in your residence and the elevator have turned off.
By whose command?
I would say with 5 successes, I masked it. Would that be fair enough?
System.
What's that? Yeah, you do get back from her. I don't know at this moment, sir.
Let's get them back online.
Yeah. No. 32 seconds, Mr. Phoenix.
Okay.
And yeah, then it goes through, and you see on there, and in the elevator is Simon and Hawk. If you're paying attention to that.
Yeah.
She doesn't turn it back on for you, so you'd have to turn that on yourself.
I would have turned it back on like as soon as. Okay.
I mean, you know, his AI.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
She wouldn't have given you that feed right off the bat.
Right.
Oh no, I absolutely would have pulled it up as soon as it came back on to make sure that nothing's fucked up.
Yeah. And it's just it's those two. In the elevator. So yeah. Who do you Riley does not answer you.
Has she read the message?
Nope.
Eva, where's Riley?
She's in the building, sir. Looks like casino floor.
Can I get eyes on her?
And it comes up on your screen. If she's chatting up some cute Asian girl.
Yeah, I start buzzing her phone. I'm like, Eva, ring her phone at full volume, full vibrate.
Is there a particular song this time, sir?
Who let the dogs out?
Oh. That was Corey saying, oh. And downstairs at one of the just I haven't been in the Bellagio, and now I don't think I'm going to be able to go, but that's okay.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, Who Let the Dogs Out is at 100% full volume, and is this a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And she fumbles. You can see her on the thing. Picks up the phone, looks at it, and it's the Riley look. You know the Riley look far too much. And then she sets the phone back down. Doesn't turn it off. So it goes through the ring cycle. Just after that, you get a message back from Kiara. What does Kiara say to Jason? Nope. No volume.
I'm sorry, what did the text say?
It said to meet in his office.
Be right there, boss.
Okay. So you go to the elevator and you call it to your floor, and it takes a while, about 3 or 4 minutes, and then the elevator comes back down and takes you back up there. You can still see Riley if you're really important to you, Mr. Phoenix.
Oh, no. She just did a no-call, no-show, so we'll discuss that later.
Yeah. You see very quickly after that, her demeanor changes, and you know she activated awe on this girl, and then she goes and forces you. Are you following her at all, or are you not interested in that?
Hold on a second.
No. I say no.
No call, no show. Somebody's getting a write-up.
Oh, she's gonna be getting a write-up.
Mm-hmm.
This is a her and Jason thing, though.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Jason and Riley show.
Yeah. If he wasn't short-staffed, she would be fired.
Oh,
but
yeah, probably. But
there will definitely be at least a 15-minute meeting in the manager's office to review the policies, because this is completely unacceptable behavior.
Total bullshit.
Uh-huh.
So Simon and Hawk get up to the foyer. It is, as you guys have been to many a times now, business as usual. You get through, you get over to Jason's office. Do you guys talk to each other at all for the remainder of that walk? Oh, and as you are, able to go through the door to get into the hallway, the elevator dings and Kiara's getting off the elevator.
Ding.
But it's like as you're going in. So you've been through security, so to come back it'd be pointless. Same for you, Kiara. Go through security. You've been through it a few times. It's super duper upgraded airport security. Once you're through, did you guys go straight to Jason's office, or did you wait for the young lady?
I would have waited.
On the other side of the door?
Mm-hmm.
What about you there, Mr. Rodriguez?
Hello again.
You're muted, Mr. Rodriguez.
I will wait just because I don't want nobody behind me. So.
Hey, wait. Now, do me a favor. Don't keep your mute open. I mean, your mic open.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting no sound off of you. Just leave it open. There's no reason to not.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes. So Kiara opens the door, and there we go. The three of you are together.
I'm still here, by the way. I'm just hiding under the desk because I'm looking for my power cable.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah.
So you sure?
Yeah. So Kiara comes to the door, and the two of you are saying.
She nods at everyone and says, "Hello again."
Miss Menotti, it is a pleasure.
Nice to see you again, Simon, right?
Yes, it is. It is nice to see you as well. I wish it could be under different circumstances.
Any idea what's going on, or is
You
I
do not know
par for the
anything,
course?
Simon.
I mean, yeah, I say, I suspect it has to do with that nasty business from up on the roof. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
And I turned to Hawk because we haven't actually met, right? So I don't think we've met yet. I'm Kiara Menotti, and I offer my hand to shake to you.
He will give you like a firm shake, and he would just say, "You can just call me Hawk."
Nice to meet you, Hawk. Looks like we're all going to be spending a lot of time together from the looks of things.
Yep. Don't worry. If anything happens, I got your back.
Oh,
Fabulous.
how sweet. Yeah, so facial scanner. Oh, no, you don't have to facial scanner because you're going to Jason's office. You make your way down the hallway, and did you follow Riley? Or did you just see that she wasn't coming and turned it off? You're muted also.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Jason Phoenix.
I saw she wasn't coming. I turned it off.
Turn it off? Okay. So yeah, they're at your door. Do as you guys do. Have a little RP. It'll be fun. All three.
Are they all just standing there outside my door?
All three of them show up at the same time. It's just.
Yeah, what's the protocol like?
Is the door open again? I don't know.
So I would say I would walk in. In fact, if Jason is there, I would go kind of immediately up to Jason and I would have a concerned look on my face, and I would say, Jason, did you get notified of that business with the elevator surveillance?
I did. We have our systems running diagnostic on what happened.
Oh, very good, very good. That was quite strange. I cannot understand something like that happening with our security.
It's nothing to be concerned about.
Well, it is his job.
It is. Well, and also I believe that I was the one who, like, my company kind of put the security in here. So yeah, so I'm very, very, at least I'm pretending to be very, very uncomfortable about this whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I will help get to the bottom of it as soon as we deal with whatever business we're here to attend to. I assure you it will not happen again.
I appreciate it. Come on in, everybody. Have a seat.
Very good. And I would wait until Kiara sits before I sit.
Oh, what a joke.
So she'll sit. Kind of, wherever. What's there in the office? Is it an office with a bunch of chairs and a huge desk, or
yeah?
I know we've been there before, but
there's a couple big leather chairs right on the other side of Jason's desk. Jason has a very large wood desk, very nice Italian leather executive chair that he sits in. There's a couple couches and stuff around the room. There's plenty of room to sit and be comfortable.
Okay. So she'll take one of the couches.
It is a little smoky in here, and you do notice Jason is smoking a cigarette. He's like, oh, right. Sorry. Eva, can you kick on the ventilator?
And shockingly fast, there's no smoke in the room.
Nice.
Countermeasure, you suck out the oxygen.
Everybody.
So Corey, how do you want to do this? Because he's not here.
Yeah, no, I got it. I thought said something. Can you turn yourself up at all?
Who, me?
No, Mr. New Microphone over there.
Oh.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
way better.
Hawkins gonna sit like in the opposite side of everybody, away from everybody.
All right, so that basically would be the couch across the way from where Kiara's sitting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if there's a coffee table, he's just gonna lay his feet on it.
Yeah, there's one there. Feet on the coffee table, love it. So you get a strange video message from Tacky. Now you've run all the diagnostics on this. Everything comes back clean. It's truly him. It was taken in the hotel. You have all the triangulation, anything you want.
Yep.
This is the genuine article. And what he states in it is that there is what this book is the beginning of this vampire's memoir, basically. So, it took them the full 2 days to basically decipher this. And what he found is that when he became the sheriff of Las Vegas, he had to go through something called the trial. He also talks about making a coterie. Everything that you're doing is very in line with what he was doing when he first started. So, and it ends with, I just thought I'd let you know, I'm going to go sleep now. Because I've been up for 2 days. Sorry, boss. I think I'm going to sit this trial out.
Wonderful.
And then phone doesn't turn off, and he just sets it face up at the ceiling in a black room. And you get a video that's like 4 hours long.
Put that one on 3x speed
But
and watch it while you're at the gym.
only the first 10 minutes mattered.
Right.
So now, yeah, so you got that information. Once I'm assuming immediately go right to Eva.
Yeah.
Find out about the trials is that it certainly is a thing. It's very old Camarilla. You don't know if you're gonna have to do this because this is not who Acute is. He's very new school of Camarilla. They're pretty Camarilla people for the most part. So the old business was very different than the business that's run now. And it was more a bro club and, it was a boys club. She's the first woman to ever hold office. So, but once you get information back, you think you should probably talk to your boss.
Corey, you're going to need to repeat some of that because you got really quiet there when you moved away.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Is that better now?
Yeah.
Sorry. So what did, I don't know, what are you hazy on?
I caught something about how all this stuff was part of the trials. Then we fed it to Eva, and then Chris's headset was making a bunch of noise that I was trying to overhear, and then she muted it. So, yeah, I fed the information to Eva and go from there.
Okay, so the the too long don't read of that is you should go talk to your boss because it does seem like something that is kind of old school Camarilla, but it, I don't know.
Okay.
It's information that is peaked there. Do you want to talk to your people about that first?
I don't suppose any of you know anything about this? Simon, that's going to be mostly directed at you, considering that she's a matter of days old and a hawk lived out in the boonies.
Okay, sorry, I think I missed what you said previously. Can you just repeat it for me?
TLDR.
Yeah.
Tacky found out a whole bunch of stuff from the book that was basically this dude's memoirs.
Okay, yeah.
And when he became the sheriff, he had to go through all of this stuff too. And there's a lot of similarities between what we're doing and what he had to go through, and something about a trial, and this is some kind of old school Camarilla stuff.
Okay. And so then I think I would say, well, I suppose we can run it against some of the archive databases we have and see if perhaps if you can, and I kind of look to you, Jason, and I say, do you have access to some of the more restricted file databases of the Camarilla?
I should at this point. I haven't checked that access.
Perhaps you should. It would be interesting to see if you do, and it would be even more interesting to find out if you do not.
You get a message on your computer, Jason, that you absolutely know a lot more about this now. Yeah, it is a ritualistic thing that new sheriffs, as they were called then, would have like an initiation, exactly as it's called, the trial.
Wonderful.
You don't have anything on the particulars of the trials. Maybe if Tacky was here, he might, but you don't have Tacky. So, because, I had all kinds of fun stuff for that. But anyways, this just became hard mode for you guys.
Wonderful.
No, I'm just joking. I'll put it in there. But, yeah. But that's all I would think that you're going to want to talk about.
Okay. Well, I expected this to be much more enlightening for all of us, so I apologize for calling all of you away from whatever it was you were doing for something like this. I appreciate that you all came, and I will follow up with you as soon as I have more information. If you'll excuse me, I have to go talk to the princess.
And just as you say that, Riley busts in the door.
I'm like standing up from my desk. I just look at her and I'm like, oh, you're so fucked. Get out of here. Go away.
Wait, are you talking about the trial thing? I get everything you get.
Ugh. So why weren't you here 20 minutes ago when I told you to be here?
She was really tasty, Jason.
You are far too easily distracted. And this cannot keep happening.
This is not new things.
Okay, what do you have?
So it looks pretty cool. It looks like maybe we'd all get to go. And like maybe there's it's the there's all kinds of different trials that would have to do. One of them, they have different names. And everybody's device goes off at the same time. Accused is also out of your record of who gets information. So you've now been summoned instead, all of us.
Wonderful. All right, everybody upstairs. Let's go.
Very good.
We already are upstairs. There, boss.
No, I mean more upstairs.
So things keep getting interesting, huh?
All right, we're all heading to the princess office.
Yeah, and everybody does the facial scan thing, and we go inside. Boom, boom, boom. This, as she's talking to you now, you've never seen her do a thing like this. She isn't typing feverishly, like she usually is, and she is happily sitting at her desk. I want you to do this today. I like this old school thing.
Oh, so you know all about this already?
I do now. It's old boys club thing, I think. But you're gonna do it.
I thought we were moving away from old Vegas.
Oh, but this is gonna be. Oh no, Jason Phoenix needs this.
Oh, good.
All of you need this, actually.
I love when people tell me what Jason Phoenix needs.
No, actually, I think it might be actually for some of the other ones even better. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. So you need to go find a man that you already heard about. You told me about him, Zeke, right?
Yeah.
Turns out that this Zeke guy is the guy that can get you to where you gotta go.
Well, at least we know kind of where he is.
Yep, daylight room.
All right. Well, we're going to go find him.
Hey, Simon, can you stand back a moment?
Yes, of course.
And respectfully bow and excuse myself.
She's just kind of staring at you at this point.
I just respectfully bow, excuse myself, and turn around and leave.
Miss Minotti, lovely to see you again, Mr. Rodriguez. How's the new dietary restrictions?
It's lovely, thank you.
Miss Minotti.
Thank you. It's nice to see you again, too.
Look, lovely as always. And
thank you.
There's a part in there for you too. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Just, they did tell you like the things, right? Like, and Jason's left, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is Hawk sticking around? Simon was told to stay, so I'm assuming he did.
I am, unless I'm told to leave.
Okay, no. Yeah. So, she did tell you about like fire and sunlight and things that are bad for us, right? And Riley's like, Riley goes,
told me about those things. Are there things besides that?
We'll start with those two for today. And don't forget to fight back sometimes. There, Miss Minotti. We're not more powerful.
Fight back?
Just, you'll know what I mean when that moment comes.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I need to talk to Simon now. You have a fine day. Mr. Rodriguez, go kick some ass today, my friend.
Sure. Have a good night. And he will walk away slowly.
Good night.
Hey, Corey, do you think before we jump in to this scene, do you think we could all take like maybe a quick 5-minute break or something? It's like a bio break.
No breaks. We are going all the way to 2 a.m.
No breaks.
No breaks. Yeah, of course. I'd love to have a cigarette.
Cool. All right. And you guys can feel free to, turn off cameras or whatever, because it ain't gonna matter.
Oh, y'all just gonna sit over here and stare at the wall for a while.
Cool. I was gonna have some science and still talk to you.
All right. Well, I gotta get up for a minute, so I will be back.
Phoenix.
Okay.
I suppose you're not wrong. I am mobile.
Jason Phoenix.
Yes.
You hate it.
What?
You hate it.
Do I hate what?
Like a little trials thing. Kind of fun.
I have no idea what they are, Corey. How can I hate it?
Well, but I mean, even the idea of having to have to do a thing like this. You know what I mean?
Again, I don't know what it is.
Oh, don't worry. Okay. It's I kind of thought that with what I was saying, I was telling you what it is, but I guess I didn't. So it's that you're still my homie and I love you so much. I'll kind of tell you. And they even if they're all here and hear me, I don't care. Yeah, this is like fucking like you'll see. It's fun. It's gonna be really fun. It's also going to teach mechanics tonight, which is good.
Okay.
There's a combat thing tonight. There's going to be we're going to show mechanics of the game tonight. I can do it with everything that we're doing. It's so cool.
Oh, that means I should probably grab my guns, huh?
But yeah, I mean, after the Simon thing, we're going to have a shopping episode real quick. Shopping episode. That shopping episode was the best one they had. So I stole this, but I broke it all up. You know what I mean? Because it was a whole big like piece. But I just took the trials themselves. We're just gonna run them in order.
Well, okay.
That's what we're doing today.
You gonna learn.
You gonna learn today, and that will be actually kind of neat to be able to do what I'm doing with this. Is that
Mario.
My idea of it is that I will be able to show you guys kind of more of the mechanics of how to play this. I like marijuana.
He's my friend.
Yep, she's a good girl. Mary is good to me. Are you guys enjoying my style or no? You having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot different here in a minute. Don't forget this is already all written down for me, so I just go run do what it tell me to do. See what you guys do. I haven't done too many like railroads. It's not a railroad, but you know what I mean.
Modules.
Yeah. The good old railroad spikes. Stop it. Oh, go away. Tell me how to live my life. You don't know me, I will.
You don't know me. Oh, Corey, since I know you'll appreciate that.
Uh-huh. That's a lot. I hate your soul.
Yeah. It's like a fucking bale, dude.
I think you need to share the wealth. Go where I live. Come drop some off. Like, yo, dude, look what you need in your life.
I've got a good new line.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you need to help a brother out because what I've been doing lately is kind of a drag. And it's not bad. It's just with one of my neighbors, but I just don't want to have to deal with him. You know what I mean?
You sucking feet for marijuana?
Uh-oh. You got no sounds.
Are you sucking feet for marijuana?
Dude, I seen him do it, all right?
I seen it.
I seen him.
Came in on the wrong end of that conversation.
No, you know what that is? From Half Baked.
Oh, I don't know.
When Bob Saget, that they're at a AA meeting or something like that, you know, the consumption thing.
Have you ever seen that movie, Sam?
I think so, but it's been a while.
There's a scene at an AA meeting or whatever. He goes up and says he's got a problem with marijuana, and Bob Saget gets up and says, "I used to suck dick for coke." And then one of the guys says, another guy goes, who's like a recurring like pop up guy. He goes, "I see him."
No, it wasn't even a recurring dude. It was just these two guys. So like he goes up in front of this big crowd it was an NA meeting. He's like, "Hi, my name's Thurgood." It was Dave Chappelle. He's like, "Hi, my name's Thurgood, and I'm addicted to marijuana." Bob Saget stands up and he's all like disheveled. He's all disheveled and wearing a fucking like filthy like sky blue bathrobe. He's like, "Marijuana? Marijuana's not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke. Now that's an addiction." And this other dude just stands up. He's like, "I've seen him. Boo this man off the stage.
Boo this man."
Oh man, that's crazy.
So we just know that one little thing, but it's kind of really the funniest part of the whole joke.
The funniest thing I think is that the edited lines, like the lines in the edited version, are way funnier because they're way more absurd.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that lines?
So that same scene where he says, "I used to suck dick for coke," in the edited version, he says, "I used to suck feet for coke."
Awesome.
Oh, that's way worse.
The scene in the beginning where Kenny goes to the store and he asks Thurgood what he wants, and he says, "Give me a box of condoms and what's that stuff called? I used to eat it all the time back in the day. Pussy."
Yeah.
In the edited version, it's pudding, which is way funnier because he just asked his buddy to get him a box of condoms and some pudding.
Yep.
That's
hilarious.
Sorry. I was dating this chick, and at the time I didn't work and shit. So me and my friend were hanging out, and he buys beer. So he's asking me about this girl, and I was supposed to go camping with her and shit. So he did me the favor, and he bought me some condoms. And pretty much, the lady in the register gave us the funniest look ever. She probably thought we were doing some weird shit.
Weird.
That's too funny.
You didn't put pudding in condoms, did you?
No. I'm just saying we had like a case of beer and condoms, and it was two guys. So, yeah. And she just smiling at us, and like I look at my friend, and I'm like, yeah, she probably thinks we're gay.
I never went and had a cigarette.
You set an alarm for something?
Also, I went to make some food real quick in my room.
I heard you talking. I wasn't sure what it was for. Oh my god, this new mattress is so amazing.
All right. Have any of you guys seen that new game, Apex Legends?
I've seen it.
It looks amazing.
Shooting thing, right?
What? Yeah. Well, it's like I never was into Fortnite, and you know I like Overwatch well enough, but this is kind of a cool mix between the two. I was like, yeah.
If you play Titanfall, it plays like that, but you got heroes. So.
Yeah, I was never able to play Titanfall, but it's like a 3-on-3. Well, no, it's not. It's like a battle royale, but it's you're in a squad of 3, so it's neat, and it has like a role select. So I think like if somebody plays like the tank kind of guy, then there's like a support, and like I mean, there's all kind. It's really cool.
I tried it. It was pretty neat. I died, but yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna try it out at some point just to see. I don't know. Hopefully my graphics card can handle it, but I'll be getting a new one soon enough. So that'll be cool.
Are you ready?
I am. Yes.
All right. So the newbie and the wolf just left.
I went back to my office.
Yes, you went back to your office. And Accused looks up at you. It goes, "What happened in the elevator?"
That is a good question. I would like to know myself.
Why can I see you on the PDA do something and then it goes off?
Because I'm always on my PDA. What you didn't notice was the shock on my face when it did go off, and when I mentioned to Jason Phoenix my concern. I will, of course, be looking into this. It is not a good look for me, as you know. This is my security, after all.
Yeah. There's a reason that you have your security, right, Simon?
It is the best, which is why this is highly concerning to me.
I was hoping you were going to tell me it was a test or something.
No, unfortunately, this was not a test. If it was a test, I would have let you know.
Okay. So your little buddy's not going with you today?
Who's my little buddy?
They gave you the crazy one, right?
Ah, yes, that buddy. No, he seems to be indisposed at the moment.
So this should be a fun day. I would go put on some much more athletic wear.
Very well. Why would that be the case? What will be happening?
Have fun, Simon. She just gives you a very cheesy wry smile.
And I would give her a little head bow and I say, very well.
And yeah, that happens. So you're the last one to leave. Where did everybody else go? I know Jason went to his office. Where did you two go back to Jason's office? You can certainly do that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone back to Jason's office unless I was told to go other way. I mean, I assume that everybody else will be there, but otherwise I'll just go back to my my home.
Yeah. No, I want you to go to the office, please.
Okay. Yep.
And yeah, so everybody's back in there.
Everyone's back in my office?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm smoking a cigarette, putting my guns on, getting myself all John Wicked up.
And seeing that, I would say, do you anticipate violence this evening?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've come to learn in my many years, Simon, that anytime someone has ever told me, I think this would be good for you, it means there's going to be violence.
Yes. I found that whenever I've been told to wear athletic wear, a very similar thing happens. So it does not bode well, but I suppose it is what it is. The only question I have is, do we expect that this violence will involve other kindred?
I honestly have no idea. I usually just go in and hope for the best. We make it work somehow.
If
Been here
Hawk
this.
is in the room, he would be looking at you two, like, talking about this. And he would be like, if something happens, am I allowed to kill somebody?
I'm like, Hawk, buddy, I definitely think you're going to get your opportunity to hurt something tonight.
Kiara is like starting like from one person's comment to another, and she looks down at her fairly elegant typical work clothes, skirt, blouse, high heels. She's like, I don't think I'm dressed for anything like that.
Yeah. Why don't you go and get something more athletic on, like the princess told Simon. And I'll meet you downstairs at your place with your load up.
Okay. And I don't hesitate. I leave.
Yeah, and I would probably leave as well, just to go, get the stupid, athletic wear on.
Yeah. You guys can meet at the Mandalay Bay.
Okay.
And there's no reason for everybody to get back together. You know what I mean? Whoever's leaving from the hotel can certainly do that. But if you're going back to your house, right?
Yeah.
Or do you already have stuff here? You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I don't know that I would necessarily have. I would probably have. Well, do I have some kind of office here? I mean, I don't know.
Not really. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you have space in the back of her residence that is attached to the office.
Right.
Like, in her like personal area back there. Yeah. You know, I mean, you have places you keep things.
I mean, I don't think I would necessarily have like, a duffel bag with like athletic clothes. So, I would head back to my apartment. Yeah. Grab that.
So you go back, do your thing. So at this point, you guys have, a basic idea that you're going to be doing the word trials is not a foreign word to you people. It does sound like it could be combative, just as Jason has already said. Is there anything that anybody needs here? The Camarilla will provide that for you.
Certainly more information if we can get any.
You're not getting that. The information, do you need tech? What do you need? Do you need, do you need to be able to shoot things? Whatever you don't have for that, I will make any of those things happen. You're not getting any more information about what you're going into.
I do not shoot things, so no, I suspect I will let my friend Hawk and the others talk about that.
Okay. Jason, you're good on what you need, right?
Well, yeah, I got my my 2 guns and a couple extra clips for each.
Yeah. You're good to go, Hawk?
Oh, yeah.
All righty. So Riley gets her 2 cute little pink guns, and puts her holster on and all that good stuff, and says, "I'll go get her ready, and explain to her what's going on. That we don't know what's going on, but at least maybe a little more, and at least have her hold a gun once. That might be good for her."
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Alex on the intercom.
Yeah, boss.
Can we get a vehicle to get us over to Mandalay Bay? ASAP.
Apparently, it's going to be downstairs in 15 minutes. So.
Appreciate it.
It's a very aggressive piece of tech. Have you seen those, like, looks like kind of a semi, but not really trucks?
Looks like a semi, but not really.
It looks like a semi 4x4.
Okay.
I don't know where they're taking you, sir.
Wonderful. I'm sure it'll be just fine, Alex. I can't see how this would possibly go poorly.
All right. So, you have a knock on your door because there's not doorbells in hotels like this.
Yeah.
On Miss Kiara's door, knocky.
I don't know. A knock would be necessary. She would have changed and just went on outside to meet her.
So she
might be actually in the hallway.
Okay, in the hallway there. Can we go in your apartment for a moment or two?
Sure.
No, you have to invite vampires in. Don't let them in. No.
Yeah, she. You can see she's carrying a case. Black. It's kind of like one of those like airport. You can tell she's carrying like a. She's rolling a case. Looks like one of those like small airport rolling cases. With like with all the phone inserts and so on and so forth. She's rolling it like a little suitcase behind her. And when you get inside, she goes over, sets it on your table there, and opens it up, and it has a half a dozen guns in it. You were shot before.
I've done some skeet shooting.
Well, these ones sometimes jump in the air too.
Where?
Take whichever one you like.
So, I mean, I'm assuming there isn't a rifle in that suitcase. So I guess she'd look for a lightweight handgun. I guess she's never used a handgun.
You know how you use your arm and shoot down the sight of the rifle, right?
Yeah.
Right? You do the same thing with your arm and the end of the handgun. It'll be just fine. Just point it at the thing, pulling the trigger till it doesn't move anymore. If it's mortal, it'll be one or two. With a vampire, you can shoot them as many times as you want, and they'll probably stop moving for a bit, so you can leave. But you won't kill them probably with a bullet.
How will I know if they're vampires or not?
Well, with us, you're gonna know very quickly. So, with what she told you, I think she wants you to be her spokesperson. She kind of grins at you.
It sounded like she wanted me to speak to humans, though, not other kindred.
Well, you'll learn the kindred ways, but you're the closest mortal I feel old right this minute, and it's been less than a year. But it's you're gonna be okay. This is gonna be nothing compared to the end of the world that I already saw. I'm sure. And I hope there's none of those spider things that we fought. But anyways, are you ready?
Sure. Yes.
You do
Well,
have a
is
question?
this the safety? How do I load this?
Yes, and she shows you all the workings of that gun. And like a second. Then she opens up the back side of it and gives you a holster thing, you know. You have one in each hip if you want.
Okay. So yeah, she'll.
You're all geared up. I suggest you wear a light jacket. It's kind of not terrible for that tonight. Anyway, we don't feel heat, so.
She had so I guess she'll pull out a raincoat that she probably used in Seattle. Something hiking.
Right. And yeah, so you know, I mean, everybody's outfitted well to. Now, the other person that didn't say that they didn't do anything different clothing wise was Mr. Phoenix.
That's not true. I put on a very nice professional about to go kill some people suit.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't know that.
I said I was getting John Wicked up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was it. Sorry. I love Jason Phoenix sometimes. I'm putting on the killing people suit.
Oh, he's all happy with himself right now too. He's like dum 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 dum.
So
go kill some people.
We all rendezvous to the front of the hotel. This is the first time you've seen like you're gonna be able to go outside in 4 days. There, Hawk. How you feeling, there, buddy?
Feeling excited. I get to kill people tonight, so yeah.
I get to kill people. Get to kill me some folk.
Okay. Yep. So we're gonna just go right to the vehicle. It does pull up. It's indescript, like grayish black. Maybe there's gray and black in it. I don't know. It's kind of strange. But it is. It looks like kind of the same size as a semi is like the front of the truck. And it goes back about big enough that you can tell it can carry a comparable amount of people. But it's got like 4x4 tires on it. And it's crazy looking. And it stops, that has air brakes and everything. And out of the truck pops a guy that a few of you have seen before. This truck doesn't look so big next to this man. And pops out the truck the man that you have met before, Jason Phoenix.
Gangrel.
Yeah.
But I got the nice swanky Frank Sinatra pad for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeke. And so yeah, now you know who I am.
Oh. Well, that was a long way to go for something that was right there at the beginning. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. Zeke sounds like a frat boy name.
That's fair.
And so you're gonna go do the trials tonight, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. This is going to be great. I'm sure this is all going to go super well for everybody.
Yeah. I've done this 14 times.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, it kind of our trial here is kind of known throughout the world and such. So, yeah.
Well, let's go entertain the powers that be, shall we?
Yeah, and so you guys just jump in the back. I'll be up front. You know. Oh, hey, and our excursion this evening features complimentary beverage service. You'll see it inside.
Oh, wonderful. All right, hopping in the back.
Yeah, and it's kind of limo-ish, but kind of more like industrial limo-ish. It's not like all, bubbly and neon and shit. But it's you don't have to be really close to the person you're sitting next to. Sitting right there on the cooler on the floor, there is a cooler with a red X on the top of it.
Yep, gonna go ahead and pop that open and top off with whatever's in there.
There's enough bags for everybody to have one that will restore 2 hunger points. You can take them one at a time if you want to.
Oh, that puts me back at full.
Well, you don't have to do that right now if you didn't want to either. They're good until
I don't want the extra hunger dice.
Great. I understand that from others too. Why would you? You should be at 1 right now.
No, because I didn't feed at on Tuesday.
Oh, you're a dumbass then.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Everybody else, take one of these bags.
This was an unexpected event.
Yes, sir. Like I said, it's a blood bag. It will give you two points back. You can use them one at a time if you want. Yeah. So Zeke will climb in the front.
So you might need to explain that to me. Remember, I don't know how any of this works. So
you've had a blood bag.
We're not down any hunger points right now, right?
Yeah, you're at 1.
Huh?
Yeah, you should be at 1.
You're always. Yeah, you should be down 1 right now. You can use 1 point from the blood bag to top yourself off and save the other one for later.
If you wanted to, or you could just leave it the way you are. That doesn't really, being at 1 hunger doesn't really do anything. Well, whatever you want to do. Up to you.
So how do we know when we're down and when we're not?
So every day you wake up, your hunger is going to go down by 1.
Okay.
So if you just feed once during the day, you're going to be back at 1 hunger in the morning every day, or in the evening. Sorry.
Okay.
So you.
And we're now on Wednesday?
Yeah. You said you practice feeding.
Corey, let me try and help you out here, bud.
No, you're not. I don't like you.
So on our sheet,
Chris, think of it like this. So you have a blood pool of 10, let's say, okay?
It's 5, actually.
Whatever the number. You have to use blood for everything. Blood does everything for you.
No, it doesn't. Not in this game.
Conceptually, Corey, keeping your body animated unto itself burns 1 blood point per day. So every day you automatically wake up with 1 blood point burned. If you feed, you can top it off. But if you don't feed, it accumulates each day.
Okay.
Right.
So on the character sheet, when we set it up,
and I'm talking about the same exact thing, but what he's calling a blood point is called hunger in this game. So you should have a 1 of hunger, and it goes the opposite direction as what he's saying, because again, he's using the system before this that did it different.
Oh, right, my bad.
My question is, on the character sheet,
Yes.
where it's got the hunger,
You should have
and
one
you
dot.
had me start, huh?
You have 1 dot filled right now.
2. I have 2 filled.
You should only have 1.
So, huh?
You should only have 1 because you fed, right? You fed last night, and now you woke up and.
Can you listen to my question, please? So when we set up my character sheet, we automatically filled in 2 to start with. So I want to make sure I understand how to track this. So then every day I'm supposed to be unfilling one of them and refilling it at the beginning of every 24-hour day, right? In game?
Yes, in theory, but.
Okay. So, and I don't know that.
Go ahead.
So right now, it shouldn't. You just said it shouldn't be at 2. It should be at 1.
Yes.
So that's fine. But then, what if I did have 2? What if I had fed? Then, if you feed again, do you get more, or what? Sorry to derail the game. Maybe we can talk about this later. But I guess I don't.
I can explain this, I think, very easily right now. What you're saying about, going away and coming back again is, okay, so you had your food last night. You would have been at
Yeah.
1,
I understand all that. I just don't understand how to track it on the sheet. That's all I'm asking. How to track it on the sheet.
Okay, so right now you did that last night until today. So you have 1 dot. So then you just fill in the 1 dot, and then as we go along, the beast will be quelled, as they say a lot in the game, which is your hunger, your vampire inside you, the beast inside you. Okay.
Okay.
And
that's the hunger or the blood potency?
Blood potency is always going to be just 1 for the rest of.
Okay, so it's a hunger. So I all right, cool, yeah. So I guess since she hasn't been given a chance to feed, she'll.
You can go down to 0 if you want to.
I don't want to. I just want to understand how to play the game. So that's fine. So she'll go ahead and I just didn't know how to decide whether I should or shouldn't have something. So
yeah,
she'll go ahead and.
Kind of up to you.
I have 1 also.
Yeah. Simon.
I will.
Okay. So everybody only has 1 unit left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I consumed both.
Well, I know what you did there, show off. But all right, so everybody's at 0 hunger right now, and has 1 unit of blood that will be good until the next dawn. Wonderful. So you guys start driving, and you drive about 2 hours-ish. If you guys want to have any conversation here, you can between each other. Nobody sat in front with Zeke, so and it's like a limo, so you can't really talk to him. Yeah, like a 2-hour ride. Anything you guys are gonna want to do, that's fine. If not, we can just keep on moving.
Yeah, it's 2019. We'd all be on our phones. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. Taking Instagram selfies.
Yeah, Hawk would be probably confused at this. It would just be in the corner looking at everybody like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think Kiara is kind of freaking out right now about what the hell is about to happen. And
Jason appears absolutely unfazed by any of this at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. And yeah, so Zeke tells you about 10 minutes before that you're 10 minutes out. And you stop on an unfinished mountain road. And he comes around to the back, opens up the door, lets you guys out.
I expected something a little more upscale.
No, sir. It's actually up that road there. It's the only way up to Rhyolite.
Oh, fantastic.
There's actually no branching, and you don't need any directions or anything. It's about a 4-hour hike. And you have
From here.
about 7 hours until dawn.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get moving.
I've got packs for you guys. Got basic supplies and stuff in it. He goes around back, gives you those. And if you guys want to repack anything, you should do what you got to do.
You kidding me? You're telling me we came here to fucking hike?
Yeah. It's wait. You'll see. And he's.
Okay. Yep, off we go.
This man is clearly gangrel and looks very much like he would be very formidable to take with you.
Oh, I didn't know that was even an option. Well, are you? What are you doing?
Are you talking to me, Mr. Phoenix?
Yeah.
I'm not invited.
Oh, can you at least provide us as a guide to wherever we're going?
Oh yeah. He reaches in a pocket and he takes out a phone, a piece of paper, and it's got a phone number on it. None of your devices will work here.
Oh, fantastic.
You can leave them here if you'd like. But yeah, they won't work once you go about another 100 yards up that road.
Oh, we can tell time with it at least.
All right.
A thing, Mr. Rodriguez. How are you doing with your little problem?
I'm doing great.
You've met him before. He's the one that brought you in.
Oh, he was the one that shackled me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're ready to leave, that's call this number, and we'll send somebody down to get you. Probably by midnight the next night. You shouldn't have any problem getting back down here. The hike's much faster going down than it is up. You always know that, right?
Wonderful.
And you won't have to deal with the trials on the way back, so you can just keep walking. Trials, right? You just have fun. And he kind of does it.
I just kind of furrow my brow. I just kind of furrow my brow at him. I'm like, why does everyone keep telling you to have fun?
So as soon as you, it's kind of, it looks like very rural Nevada. So deserty, but deserty is the best way to say it. And there's a road. You can clearly see we all have night vision, you know what I mean? So you can see in the dark. You start heading up this road. And I don't know, after you go through a little bit of brush or something like that, you see the road kind of really does look like there's only one direction you can go. He's absolutely correct. I would like for you all to do a wits composure check as soon as you walk on the other side of it. You notice that the cell phone signal immediately goes away and internet signal as soon as you get past this brush.
I politely decline. Sorry, what did you say? Wits composure?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget about. Well, actually, nobody does have a blood die right now.
So actually it just occurred to me, I don't know if that drink was of Asian blood, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's sort of my hang up, but I suppose maybe going into this situation I made an exception, but
You're gonna have to do that in your life.
yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
I got the same.
I had 3.
And composure.
It's what in composure?
Wits.
What goes with it? It's just composure by itself, or
No, wits.
It's the 2, the 2.
Wit.
So wit
Sorry.
is under mental.
I'm
and
still
composure
having a
is
lot of trouble hearing you, Corey. So I'm
Yeah,
not
really?
sure what's going on, but yeah, you're really faint, and
Nobody
then
else
once
doing
in a while
that
you
too?
spike and you get really loud.
I mean, I don't. You're not that faint on my end, but I don't know.
Weird.
I know Chris can't even blame it on not having headphones this time. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me or not, but okay. So then we just we report back everything we roll, or just everything that's over
Over 6.
6. Okay, all right. I have 2 8s and a 10.
I have a question. Does a critical do anything or no?
No, you gotta have 2.
Okay, because one of mine was a critical.
Yeah. It's nice to have 1, but 2's even better. So, yeah, we everybody that scored on the I heard how many 5s? 2 5s?
Yeah, I got a 5.
Yeah. You guys, as soon as you notice a black raven and point it out above you to show everybody else. It flew uncomfortably close and kind of weird. And as soon as you kind of see it, it kind of flies off and you don't see it for, a minute. That doesn't seem weird, but weird at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, you're not surprised, I'm assuming. If somebody's watching you.
Oh, I think we're gonna get all clawed up by some Garo here, so I'm not surprised.
You think it's Garo tonight, huh?
Yeah, that or some Fae. Either way.
Yes. I love that you like these ideas.
I don't like the idea.
Oh, I'd love for it to be some Garu.
No.
Right, so give me.
No.
All right, so you guys get up the road about a couple of minutes, and the trail starts to rise sharply as you're going up the grade of the side of this mountain that you've now found in front of you. Now, when you're driving here, you don't really remember seeing a mountain.
Hey, where'd that great big mountain come from? No, just kidding.
Mountains don't exist.
They're not real.
Those are just in stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're lies made up by the government.
So,
Sabat trickery.
in another couple minutes, you guys that had got the 5s again kind of notice up the road that there's a little bit of movement. And then do you guys want to do anything? You see a little bit of movement, something moving up there. And it's erratic.
I would say, I would kind of look over to Hawk and I'd be like, there's movement over there. Can you go check it out?
Nice, definitely look to see what's over there.
Yeah, if you wanna kind of try to stealth up, there is, like,
like brush and stuff. It's not kept here or anything like that. It's raw desert. That is now again kind of going up in an upwardly slope. And go ahead and give me a stealth, and what's the other one that goes with that? Just
Dexterity.
Sure, I like dexterity and stealth.
I got 3 successes, but 2 of them are crits, so I don't know if that does anything.
Oh, that's 5 successes. Oh, nice. That's very nice, sir. You start darting in and out between these like bush outcroppings that are kind of just everywhere, and the little being, as you start getting closer, looks to be a little girl.
Never a good idea. Don't approach. Let's get out.
About 7, maybe 8 years old. She's got pigtails. She's wearing a bright little frock, and looks like traditional, like peasant style, maybe from
She's gonna kill us.
Yeah, he would
probably the 1800s.
Yep, there's some weird face shit.
Yeah, Hog he's just gonna like wave back. He's gonna stay behind like a bush or something and wave back to try to get somebody's attention to come to him.
Yeah, I mean, stealth is not really my particular forte, so if I start moving up, that's pretty much going to get noticed right away.
Yep, me too.
How far away from this am I?
I would say far enough that the guise of a child didn't notice. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And she's over there. She's like digging in the dirt, just being a little kid. It's not, she's not doing anything.
In the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong with this at all, I'm sure.
No, this is all fine.
So are you guys gonna go up to her? What are you gonna do?
Yep. I'm just like, well, let's go check out the creepy little girl, shall we?
Are you sure that's a good idea? Because if she's alone in the desert and she's alive, there's a problem.
Like, oh no, I'm pretty sure this is not a good idea at all.
If you're gonna walk up to her, I'm gonna be right beside you, but I'm gonna regret this shit.
Nah, it'll be fun. Come on. It'll be great. Let's walk over to the girl.
Yeah, and Riley looks over to Kiara and goes, we're going to stay here in the back, okay? Just let the meatheads do what they do.
I'm with you.
Okay.
That sounds good.
If anything comes towards you, keep pulling the trigger till it doesn't shoot anymore.
So,
yeah, and as you guys get closer, you notice that she's gripping onto a small rosary, and she's kind of like at times flinging it around like like you can like like a whistle or something like that on a lanyard. You know what I mean? Doing the spin moves, all kinds of stuff. And when she notices you,
does she smell human?
She yes. Ish. Smells faint human.
Oh yeah, this is probably a changeling. Wonderful. Okay.
And she starts running towards you, but not like frantic running, just like, and starts talking to you in not English.
just
what languages would you guys feasibly know? Like as characters?
Japanese.
Yeah.
Might know some
I'll let
Korean.
anybody have known a language from high school or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Those type of things. Everybody went to high school.
Italian and Spanish, maybe.
Okay.
I would know Gaelic.
Love it.
I would know Spanish and like Native American.
Yeah, whatever like your tribe spoke, yeah, when you're a kid. All right. She's speaking Spanish to you. And what you understand is she said, I'm frightened. Please take me back to the church. It's just a little further up the way up the trail. Can you help me?
No way, little psycho girl.
Who
gonna happen.
brought you here?
Oh, I'm frightened, and can you please just take me back?
Yeah, 1 second. And he would tell he would translate for Jason that she wants to go to the church.
What? Is there any church around here?
There's an inclined like road.
We could ask her.
But I don't see any kind of church around here.
She is still saying just basically the same sentence over and over and over again. And yeah, I mean it's
he's gonna go look at her and he's gonna be like, if I carry you to this church, am I gonna regret this?
Definitely.
She takes you by the hand and goes this way. Starts to pull you.
Okay, I'll just follow her and yeah.
All right, I'll motion for the rest of them to follow
And
behind us.
Yeah, and she'll just walk silently now. You know, maybe the little bebopping song.
I'm about 5 paces behind that little girl, keeping a very close eye on her.
Okay. After somewhere about 8 or 9 minutes of walking, you do see a clearing. It's very beautiful in the moonlight. It's a very clear night. And yeah, it comes off and there's a clearing. It's probably about 100 yards away from where you are right now. And you can see in maybe another 100 yards in front of that, there is a little small church here. I can give you guys, if you look at Messenger, I'll give you a picture of it. I done did that. Give me a sec. I should have gotten this just for a second ago. Whatever. So, it's this one. Oh no. Damn it. There it is. Obviously, it's dark, not daytime.
That don't look like
It's
a church.
moonlight.
It looks like a damn house.
It's the church. It's the church you see in front of you. When she gets about, I don't know,
And
500 yards away from
in
it,
that condition.
What happened?
It's in that condition.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
As you get about another 70, you're about 75 yards away from the house now. You do see that there is a elderly priest right out in front of it, and he's waving to y'all. And the little girl, when you get to about 50 yards away, lets go of your hand, starts running towards him.
That's fine. I just slowly follow behind her.
Yeah.
The only difference from that photo is there's a door in the front of this church. They they waved you because she ran away, in front of you, and did like a celerity thing or something. Went very fast. And they are still waving at you for a moment, and then they just kind of look at each other. She takes him by the hand, and they walk inside the church.
I'm gonna follow in behind him.
Yeah, I'll follow everybody as well, but kind of holding the rear position.
I look at Riley. We're not going in there, are we?
Probably. Just we'll keep up the rear like we've been doing. You took the safety off, right?
Not yet. Guess I'll do that now.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Just point and click. And when you guys get closer and closer, after you get to about 25 yards, no matter how much you've walked, you don't get any closer.
That's not good.
Okay. Is this where we're supposed to be?
I don't know. You're the boss. You're the one that's supposed to know.
Nobody's got any ideas on this.
I think this is clearly out of our element. I think that we are dealing with most likely the Fae or some sort of supernatural forces other than our own.
Is there a way to say if it's an illusion?
None of us know magic.
We weren't exactly given a map.
Is there any rocks nearby?
Do I see anything else around here?
So you guys I'm assuming Jason kind of turned.
Yeah.
And we kind of had that scene in a movie where like, oh my God, it's a movie. Anyways, that kind of zooms over and you see the perspective from Jason looking this way. And that whole conversation happened, and now the perspective changed where we're all looking back at what's over Jason, and now we see that the church looks older, and it seems to be actually aging before your eyes. Deteriorating, the stained glass windows, one falls in. And the front door kind of hangs askew and then falls off the hinges.
That seems fine.
Sags. The roof sags, and the walls visibly fall in.
Yeah, this is all fine.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
This takes about 4 or 5 minutes. You guys can look around and look around. It looks like you'd be able to walk either direction, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell you're on a trail, but not really, you know what I mean? Like, but it looks like you can walk either way. So if anyone to try to do that, you could do that.
Oh yeah, I guess let's head down the trail then. I mean, if we can't walk any closer to the building.
Oh, you can't walk any closer to any time you still try to walk towards the church, it's still kind of doing that yo-yo thing on you.
Yep. Moving on down the trail.
But you can try to walk in the other directions of, you can go so far. It also looks like the same thing. Nothing ever gets any closer.
So no matter which way we go,
nope,
we can't leave here.
All the nope.
Okay.
So it it now looks like just a ruin of a former building. Maybe like a little bit of the front structure still standing. And you can see past it now, whereas like you could only see that. It was like you were watching a loop for a while there, and now the loop changed, and like the clouds are moving different now or something in the back. You know what I mean? So you all think you could move. Congratulations, you made it past the first trial.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
What the hell was that? Okay, well.
So you can move up the road now, if you like.
Yeah, good thing the general rule of thumb is don't piss off changelings. And let's just keep it moving.
Yeah.
That's that was a little weird, boss.
Yeah, change. I'm pretty sure that was a changeling. And yeah, they're weird like that. Don't try and make sense of it, because usually it doesn't make sense.
The church is gone.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think we need to go into church anymore there, Kara.
Fine by me. What's a changeling, Riley?
I don't know. That's Jason.
Move it on down the road.
Yes, I do recommend we move.
Because I want to hang out here a lot less now. A lot less.
Yeah, All right, so once you get past the clearing here, you enter a region that's very brush heavy. It's getting thicker and thicker. Looks like old trees even. I would like for you all again to make another wits and composure check.
Ooh, I got 4 successes on that one.
Great.
You got 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2.
I have 3, but I also have a 1.
And 1 where?
None of us have
I have a
hunger
1,
dice
a 10, and then 2. Another 2 more.
Oh yeah, none of you have a hunger die. You're right. So yeah, that's fine. Your one is fine on a not blood die.
Okay.
10s are good on not blood die, but 1s don't matter.
Okay.
So yeah. Jason, you had a 4, right?
Yep.
Nobody else had a 4, right?
Right.
Okay. You're the first one to kind of catch it. Maybe it's because you've been around the longest. Maybe it's because it's probably because you've been around the longest.
I've seen some shit.
First little whiff of smoke, maybe,
Oh, good.
and then you hear a crackle behind you.
What kind of smoke?
And then the rest of you start chaining and start smelling the smoke and hearing the crackling that's behind you. And it's glowing a little orange behind you.
Oh, good. Turn around to a big old wall of fire.
It's coming towards you.
Sweet. So what's the check? Yeah.
It's come again?
What's the check we have to make against that?
So I'm assuming, what are you guys doing first? No check yet.
Okay. I am running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm assuming everybody gets in their high horse. Riley looks at Kiara and goes, really, really, really bad. And she starts running.
She wouldn't have had to tell her.
Yeah.
She's probably
No
already
matter
running.
how much celerity you have, no matter how much your vampire quickness does anything for you, the fire catches up to you. And
Can we feel
it
heat?
overtakes you with natural speed. Now, it doesn't come in so close that it is on you, but it's right behind you. And it's also starting to creep up on the sides as well.
Is there any heat?
I need you all to make a willpower roll check. So roll your willpower to resist the, I don't know how to say that word.
Rot Shrike.
Rot Shrike.
I got 4 successes.
Oh, lovely.
I did as well.
Oh, lovely.
I got 3 and 1 is a crit.
I don't see willpower.
It's right. It's right 2 above where hunger is. There's 3.
Yeah, it's under your health.
Yeah, right
Oh,
underneath
so
it.
it's, and we roll as many dice as we filled in. Okay, I need one more. Right. And same thing, we're looking for things above
6 and
5?
above. Yeah.
6 and above.
6.
I have, God, I can't read these. I have 2 successes.
Okay. All right. So it was a 5 to pass. Now the degrees of what you miss are kind of going to be how you of what happened. So the 2 of you that only missed by 1, you definitely are the ones that are going, we just need to keep a move on.
Yeah.
Riley also got a 4. So she looks to Kiara, who I'm assuming is just doe-eyed right now and ready to bolt. And the beast is tearing at your body to get away from this because it's the only thing that can destroy it, along with the sunlight and, massive mutilation. Come on, and everybody.
Yeah, like real bad time to stop moving. Let's go.
Yeah, and it's still just a railroad. There's if anybody, as you're moving up, there's starts to be a tree canopy above you, and it's just there, and it starts to catch on fire as well behind you. So now it starts to look like a tunnel of fire, and it's trailing you.
Keep it running.
Now I need all of you to start making a dexterity roll, which is just a straight dex check.
I don't want to.
You have to.
Neither.
I got a 1. I had 1 dice and I got a 1.
I had 1 success.
I got 2.
I got 2.
Okay, so on this first round, you only had to get a 1, but I need you to make another.
Only had 2 to roll.
Right, I need you to make another willpower check.
All of us?
All of you again.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you it's going to go up by 1.
Well, I got 1 success.
Oh, that's good.
I got 2.
I have 2 successes.
I have a question. How does it go when you use your blood to get like an extra die or whatnot?
You only have what? We're not doing that today.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. We're not doing that today.
I got 4.
All right. So everybody that got 2 and below is going to accrue 1 hunger.
Okie doke.
Accrue.
And you're going to get a hunger. And you're going to fill 1 box in hunger.
Okay.
So now you will start putting a blood die in when you start doing checks,
Yay.
but not willpower.
Thanks, I
Is
hate
that a
it.
good thing? Okay.
No,
Not necessarily. Because now they're really now you really want to get away from this fire, and even Kiara the most is starting to push towards the front of this pack.
What was that?
I'm sorry. Did you guys miss me?
You broke up a little bit on my end.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said, now at this point, with the way the fire is affecting you guys, you need to make another dexterity check, and Kiara is pushing towards the front of it because this is her first. Well, this is all of her first time probably being around this type of thing, but yeah.
So do we add a?
So for the dexterity check, if you only have 1, you roll a blood die.
Yeah. And
If you have more than 1, you just roll whatever die are left after the 1 blood die.
I got
When you say if you only have,
1 success.
you mean if we only have 1 die to roll for the check?
Then
I
it
got
is a
2.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I have 2, so I don't need to add a blood die then.
So you
No, you
add
have
to
1
one of,
regular and 1 blood die.
yeah, 1 of your dice is a blood die.
Yeah.
So a total of 2 dice, but 1 of them is a blood die.
One of them is a blood die.
I already have a total of 2 dice though.
Yeah, you,
Yeah,
you
so-
replaced 1 of the regular dice with a blood die.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Neither one is a success.
Okay, so
Char's gonna
all
die
right,
fast.
so we're going to have debris start falling on you guys from here because everything went up again by 1. Did anybody have a 2?
I did.
Okay, so you're still unscathed. Everybody else takes 1 aggro damage, meaning that yeah. The way that damage works in this, guys, is that you have the amount of damage you can take right there with your health. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You go through your health for superficial damage when it's just damage. You know what I mean? Not getting really hurt badly. But then you'll go back through, and then you'll have what's aggro damage, which is death damage. Every time you take one of those away, you're closer to dying. If you go to 0 on that, you will fall into torpor, and if people don't take care of you at that point, you will be left because you'll find the sun in the morning because you won't be able to move.
Where does damage go?
And so where your health is, usually you just kind of put a check mark or whatever above whatever one of the boxes for your superficial damage before you go to your aggro damage. And you're using a paper sheet, aren't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can, but it's a printed paper sheet?
Yeah.
So you can't really erase that, but you can take one of those whole blocks away. Now we know that you go to 5, but right now you've lost the whole
4.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you go to 4.
Okay.
But whereas before, if it was something like normal that hit you, that wasn't fucking fire, which is like the worst thing in the whole world for a vampire, it would have done just a superficial damage. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So, yeah. And guess what you gotta do next, guys? Good old willpower check. Come on, there's only one more.
So on this check, do we also sub one of our die for a blood die?
Nope. Willpower checks are one of the very few that you don't supplement your blood die into. The others are, think about it, there's like 2 others, and I just haven't brain fart.
2 successes.
Yeah. You need to put another blood die in there, buddy.
Corey?
3 successes. One of them's a 10.
Okay. What do you got there, Mr. Phoenix?
I got a total of 4. I did roll and burn a willpower.
You guys could still do that at any time to try to do that, but, you know, whatever. Like I told you guys before, willpower is the same. The biggest thing that you can do with that, you can sometimes take off a condition, but you don't have any conditions right now, obviously. And taking aggro damage isn't a condition. That's just taking damage. So you could use your willpower the same way that you use your damage and tick them off until you go down to 0. Then when you go to 0, you're an idiot and you don't know how to. You pretty much go into torpor again. And your friends would have to help you. But you can do that to re-roll 3 dice like you've seen people do a couple times tonight. You can still do that even with a willpower check. Chris, you're fine. You will be taking another hunger pip there, Sam, right now at a 2.
Okay.
You have to get a 3.
Then you know you're gonna hate me.
Why?
Because I got 5 successes and 3 of them were crits.
So you mean 8 successes?
Way to go, huh?
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I love you right now. That's great. Hawk kind of gets into the front and just goes, "Let's just fucking leave." He's like shadow boxing the fire for a minute.
I thought you said this was going to be fun.
You're not having fun yet?
I think your idea of fun
Sorry,
of idea
Jason,
of fun
but
of
no,
2 different
I'm
things.
really not.
And we're gonna do the round one last time, guys. Just one. Just the last one.
Great.
So go ahead and do some
One
dexterity
what?
check. Dexterity check.
Oh, okay.
But for this last one, it goes back down to a 1 again. So you only have to get one success.
Yeah, 2 successes.
I had 1 die. It was a blood die, and I rolled a 1.
Oh, we'll deal with you here in a second. That'll be fun.
Oh, Corey.
Yeah.
I got 2 successes, and one of them was a 10 on my blood die.
Oh, we'll deal with yours here in a moment as well.
And my only success is a 10 on my blood die.
Okay. We're just going to have a whole bunch of people just having fun at the end. What about you there, Hawk?
I got 2.
All right. So Riley is passed. She got 1. And she goes to take Kiara's hand at the end and just kind of pulls her in, not lovingly or anything, obviously, just to kind of pull her forward. And I want all of you that either got the 2 of you that got a 10 on your blood die got a messy critical. So I want you to tell me how you react to the fire now that you've been in here that long. Yeah, how's Jason really feeling inside?
Yeah, panic is definitely starting to get a hold. Like, He's
What's
not
his
really.
reaction?
There's not really an exit here. I don't know. Maybe at this point he'd probably. I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, he's still just
What's his
trying to
action?
run his ass off.
It's not frenzy, but it's at that cusp where you know that it could happen at any moment.
Yeah.
So, what is his reaction? What is he going to do?
Running as hard as he can away from this wall of fire.
Pushing his body as hard as he can go.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's that. And Chris, you also got a messy critical. Is that correct, Darcy?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, do you want me to do this one for you for the first time?
Sure.
Because, like I said, okay. So now to go with what the blood die do, we've said along, ones are really really bad, and tens are you succeeded, but in a kind of a baddish way. You know what I mean? It's kind of fun to have fun with these. I'm gonna ask you every time of how you want it to be, and then that's what it will be. So I'm gonna say that Riley grabs you by the hand, and you yank away from her and grab onto her and just push away from her with your body. Again, it doesn't matter what type of skills you have or anything like that. You cannot get away from this fire, and your beast, the thing that's inside of you that makes you a vampire and lets you be undead and so on and so forth, is pushing you forward away from this fire. And you've never felt like you could run this far. You've never felt like you could have this much power to get away from something. Well, maybe once when you moved from Seattle. Seemed like that was magnetized to get here. But this is different. And now we go to Mr. fucking Freakout, apparently.
Yeah.
You're going to take another hunger?
Cool.
Right off the cuff. And I don't know. Impress me. What does he do?
I mean, I think that, like...
The beast is spelled. Now, you're a civilized person. You only eat fucking Asian people. You're not going to attack another vampire. I know how you agree. I mean, but what is he going to do? The beast wants to eat now.
Yeah. Well, and I think that I would simply say something along the lines of, to hell with this. This is Jason's quest. I don't like that fool anyway. And then I would literally start like trying to walk away, like trying to walk back and get out of here and try to go. Not like walk backwards, but like turn around and try to get out of there.
Yeah, you immediately notice how real this fire is. Immediately. And the beast doesn't want to deal with that. And in the way that you're feeling right now, you didn't know, again, that you could move this fast the other direction. This is your body. Usain Bolt has nothing on you guys right now. It's amazing. And now we have one final check. I need a strength and survival? Yeah, I like survival. Strength and survival. Gotta make it 2.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have nothing in that, you just roll the single die all by itself.
Right.
Now, you have nothing at all in either of them, strength or survival?
strength I do, but not survival, so it would only be
So
one
you don't
die.
want anything from survival. Yeah, if
And
you only
does
have one
this
in
have to
strength,
be a blood die?
has to be a blood die. And do you have more than one blood die, or do you only have one?
I don't know how many am I supposed to have.
For how many hunger do you have right now?
3.
So then you need to put 3 blood die in there. Regardless, you have to roll blood die.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I haven't been doing this right.
That'll be just fine for her, I'm sure.
I need another one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry if you weren't aware of that. As your hunger goes up, so do the amount of blood die you roll. Whatever your hunger rating
I haven't
is,
been
that's
doing it right.
That's fine.
I've only been rolling the 1. Okay, so I only have 1 success.
I got 1 success as well, but it was a 10, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Everybody else?
I got 6.
6? Great.
Yeah.
Again, Hawk looks like his hair's glistening. He is having a blast right now. This is his kind of shit, apparently. Well, after about quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile, I don't know, you've been running for a while. It seems like you start gaining on it. And then it starts dissipating. And when you feel like you could stop running, you turn around and there's no fire behind you. It's burning itself out.
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to take a seat and have a smoke at that point.
Now, any of you that just failed that last check?
I just find a rock. I'm like, Jesus Christ, just light a smoke.
Yeah. Anybody that failed that last check takes 1 superficial damage. And I think that was all of you.
Okay.
What did we need? Besides Hawk.
What did we need to succeed on that last one?
2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yes, that is a thing. Everybody knows what I'm here for. You enjoy the attention sometimes. And it's doing that thing again if anybody keeps trying to walk away that direction where you can't, and you're not walking any further anymore.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go again.
So it's pushing you back down the hill that you were coming up before.
Okay.
If anybody wants, no, okay, so when you could walk back the other way, that church ruins that you saw before is burnt.
I guess that's indicative of the second trial.
Yeah, you did the trial of courage. That's a real thing. Now
which way?
If anybody would like to roll a intelligence and science roll, if you have it, or if anybody feels like they need to do that, they can do that now.
Oh, I do.
Intelligence and science, like I said.
I got 2 successes.
If you start looking around at everything is burnt.
I got 3.
Yeah. It's really starting to weigh on you of how real, but how not real this all has to be. And then you look at your arm there, Kiara, and you definitely see a burn that is way worse than that sunburn that you still have in your finger. That little black mark. This is. It doesn't hurt really, but you've got a nasty burn on your arm that has burned through your jacket.
In 2001, someone was to enter Shawcross's life.
So
Crazy.
you push back down to what looks like the base of the hill again, but then sadly you can't go to the left like you would to leave because you were now being talked to again by Zeke. He's like, "Oh, you got back from that side. Ooh, how's your arm doing there, sweetie?"
40 years later, the child from that relationship, Deming, discovered her father was.
Well, it doesn't hurt, but no,
Yeah,
sure not
it's
pretty.
gonna in the morning. Because did anybody?
Was it real fire?
That's gonna hurt real bad tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't forget to feed if you got. Somebody only used half that bag, right?
Okay. Right.
I'll tell you what. You're that new girl I heard about, right?
Yeah.
Here. And he goes back into that cooler and gives you another blood bag.
I will not hesitate to drink that.
And Riley looks at him and goes, "What gives?" And he just kind of looks down at Riley and then looks at Jason.
So what are you looking at me for?
And I give him a wink. Thank you.
If he's got more blood bags, boss, well, what the fuck?
I have no control over that.
I'm not used to not being a cute girl around here.
I feel so sorry for you. I'm sure it's very difficult. I think somehow you'll get through this.
So, yeah. Zeke, me and you, buddy. And Zeke looks looks her off and goes, "Yeah, you got to walk up that way now." And on the other side, it looks like the same thing, but it goes up again. How surprising, huh? This one's kind of far away as you guys are walking up the path. You guys walk a good 20 minutes.